Hi everyone, my name's Linda. Just wanted to welcome you to my new knitting podcast. This is called Fibre and Flow. You wouldn't believe how long it took me to name a podcast. I wanted it to be obviously fibre related, but I wanted it to relate to positive psychology, which I'm really interested in. And flow is the flow state that we get into, and knitting really helps me do that. I don't really know where I'm looking, so I think I'm looking there. So you'll just bear with me while I get used to it. And I'm just drinking out of a cute little bee cup that my nieces bought me for my birthday. So I live in the UK. As you can tell, I've got a northern accent. I'm from a little place near Manchester called Oldham, and I moved about 3 years now and relocated down to southwest Dorset. And I moved and lived near the sea. So this is my new little flat, my jungle, my bookcases, which is my dream. I have lots of plants. So these last few days I've just been getting reacquainted with my stash, because for about a year and a half I was separated from all my books, all my yarn, and I just lost my passion for knitting really. I lost my mojo. But these last couple of weeks, I've definitely got it back, I've just finished the longest whip that I've ever had. It's took me 5.5 years to finish a jumper. Just have a sip of this. Yes, so I've just finished my Masters in Applied Positive Psychology and Coaching Psychology. So I have a little bit of time. So yeah, I started knitting, so let me show you my finished object that has took me 5.5 years. So this is Little Bird. This is a Viri Valimaki pattern, and the yarn is by Fine Fish Yarns, I think it was. I have no idea if I've still got the tags. I'll link it down below anyway, but I'm sure it's Fine Fish Yarns, and this is a lace weight yarn, and it's beautiful. It is different panels of lace with stockinette. I have no idea why it took me so long, but you can see that the drape is absolutely beautiful. I got 2 skeins of this years ago. Could have been Yarndale. I can't remember. So that will be being worn very soon. But I have a puppy, an 11-month-old puppy, and her nails are horrific. So I'm not wearing this while she's around because she will snag it. Look at the stitches, just beautiful. Really pleased with them. So I was looking through all my bags of whips that I've dug out. Oh, I found this as well. This was the one thing that I finished in the last 2.5 years. That's it. But this yarn is beautiful. This is, let me see if I've got this one. Oh yeah, I do. It is Needle and Thread BFL Sock Disco Goth. And I did get this from, I'm pretty sure this was Yarndale, because I remember picking a pom-pom out as well. I would say poppy then, pom-pom. So yeah, really like this yarn. Just a little bit of colour. I like my black. So yeah, I wore this at Christmas on the markets. Won't go on properly because I've got a clip in, but never mind. So yeah, I was looking through my knitting bags, found this beauty. I have no idea who made this. There's a little imprint of a flower inside, but there's no name in it, so I don't know, but it's made of cork. Absolutely beautiful. I love this one. And it was like a surprise every time I opened a bag. So apparently I started on a sock. This is a really nice colour. This is not me at all, but when I see a nice colourway that I like, I don't know what to do about that light shining in my glasses. Move it up a bit. I normally use it for socks because I don't really want it on me, but on my feet it's fine. So this, sure I've got the tag in here. Oh, dropped it. This is one of my favourite yarn dyers, again from Manchester, Countess ablaze. So this is Never Grow Up Taylor Swift Lady Persephone sock yarn. I don't know whether I'm saying that right. Persephone, that's it. 75% blue-faced Leicester and 25% nylon 4-ply. So yeah, that is Taylor Swift colourway. And it's beautiful, but I just wouldn't knit a top out of it or anything, so it sucks. I also found these goodies. Now, this was a travesty. I knit an Oslo hat out of this and I loved it. I loved this hat and I think I wore it twice and I lost it. And I was absolutely devastated. So I think I have just enough of these two because I did one ply of this and one ply of this to make another one. So this colourway, which this, if anyone knows me, my colourways are varying degrees of sludge and green. So this, aptly titled Swamp. Yeah, this is a colour you'll be seeing a lot of. So this is a Hedgehog Fibres. So this was one of her new labels, but it won't be new anymore because it'll be about 5 years old, so I don't know what her labels look like now. But this is 90% merino, 10% nylon, and like I said, it was the colourway Swamp. I'm hoping that this will be the right way when you watch it. If not, I'll try and flip it. But yeah, it's beautiful, greeny, yellowy scrumptiousness. And that's, yeah, it's pretty much the colour, to be honest. And then this one, which is very, very similar, and it was just a perfect match, these two together. This one is in here somewhere. There we go. Ainsworth and Prim. And this mohair silk lace. And it's just beautiful. The knitting shed I got it from. And this was definitely a yarn Dale purchase because I got a different skein of a sock yarn from the last time I went, which wasn't this year. I didn't go for the first time this year, it was the year before. Yeah, and I have some random bits of, this is my sock bag. I love Chowgo needles, that's all I knit socks on, and a magic loop. I can't work the little needles, they're just not good for my hands at all. I have a couple of little pins, cute little sheepies on there. So yeah, it was fun looking on all my project bags. This was in one of the project bags, and this was the only thing that I really kept out and brought with me when I moved down south, but I just didn't knit on it. I think I was quite warm as well when I moved down here. It was it's a lot warmer for me down here. So yeah, wool was not something that I wanted to touch. So I have a couple of blobs left over from each skein. I don't know how much they weigh. I don't know. And so that jumper was in this cute little bag. This is one of my favourites It's like a watercolour painting. I love it. And this was from Antler and Acorn, and I love the little acorn. You'll have to excuse my nail. I had a nail travesty this morning. Little acorn on there. So the other thing that I'd obviously decided that I wanted to knit was a sweater in this, and I caked it all up, but I don't know what I was going to do with it. So this is, again, one of my favourite colours. My wall over there is this colour. I have so many bags this colour. I have a light this colour. I love this colour. Any mustard yellow is what you'll find as well. Put that away before I lose it. So this is, everybody will know this one now. So I got this when it first came out. Biches and buches. Le Petite lamb's wool. And I got the colourway yellow mustard. And I just got 3 skeins of it. And I obviously was going to do some kind of colour work, because this was in the bag as well. This is Rauma finullgarn, and I absolutely love woolly wools. I love itchy wools. I'm not that much of a fan of a superwash merino, to be honest. I don't really like knitting with a superwash merino. So yeah, grey is another colour, as you can tell, that I love. So I was obviously going to do some kind of colour with these, but I don't know what I was going to do. So they're in there. And yeah. I see people doing this on podcasts all the time, and now I've got fluff in my mouth. So that was another bag with stuff in it. Mustard bag. This was a Hide and Hammer purchase, and I think this might have been Eden Yarn Fest. No, Edinburgh Yarn Fest. So this one, I bought the pattern for this months ago, and I had the yarn in my stash, and I think I got the yarn from Edinburgh Yarn Fest. And I bought the extra balls that I needed from Loop, and I got the pattern from Loop as well. So this is, don't normally get a paper pattern, but yeah, I got this pattern with the balls of yarn as well. So this is the 6 of Daisies cardigan. I really like that colourway. That is what inspired me to start this. They also have it in a grey and white as well, which is beautiful. So this one is Gilet, I think that's how you pronounce it, and this is a French wool, and it's in the colourway Printemps. I should be able to speak French. My nieces and nephew are half French. My brother lives in France. And this is from De Rerum Natura. So I've done a few rows of the pattern, the bottom of the daisy. I did my rib, that's my little bee, progress keeper. And then these, if I remember rightly, I got these from Edinburgh Yarn Fest as well, from Isolde's stand. Very, very cute. I'm going to knit this at some point. I got a kit for it. So yeah, really, really love the way that this wool knits up. It's just beautiful. That is, it's just 100% wool. So it's, yeah, but it's really nice and soft. And I've got this, obviously, I like this colour. Oh no, this is Printemps, and this one is Granite. So yeah, I loved that combination together. So That one has been a new cast on since I got my mojo back. Oh, itchy nose. I did ask my mum to buy me some wool for Christmas. This was in one of the bags, I don't know why. Yeah, my mum got me this cone of really nice grey silk mohair. I can't remember where I got this from, but it was reasonably priced. I'll put a link because I can't remember where I asked her to get me this from, but I'll let you know. So, and I also found my favourite little pouch. This is from Wool and Flower. This was one of the first ones that she brought out. It doesn't have a tag on it or anything. I love this. This is my little notions pouch. I need to uncross my legs. I'm getting pins and needles. So I found my Knitting Seasons notebook as well, and I had loads of notes made in here for different things that I wanted to start, and I started this in 2019. So I think that's when the last time that I was knitting, around COVID time, but I didn't get any time off because I was in frontline services. So I didn't do much knitting during that, but I obviously had plans to do things. So I've made a list of stuff that I want to knit now. So I'll share that with you at some point. So the one thing that I did want to knit was, and I'll show you the pattern. I use a Remarkable for my knitting patterns. I used to print them all out and write on them because I do need to mark off as I'm going. So I am working at the minute on this beauty. So this is, let me put that pen down. This is Holst supersoft. I think it's Holst supersoft. It's a cone. It's a supersoft. So this is in dark apple, and I think there's about 2,000 yards on this, if I remember rightly. It's in my Ravelry stash. But this, I love the shell. And it just blossoms when it's blocked. So I'm making, should find it on here for you. It is called the Cumulus tea. Cumulus tea? Yes, petite knit. So that's what I'm knitting at the minute. And I love the Remarkable because I can write all over it. So I am doing some increases at the neckline and either side of the raglan all the way around. This is my little, I don't know who made this, I'm sorry. It's a little Danish pastry. Cinnamon swirl, my favourites. So this sort of goes like this, and then I will split for the little sleeves. And I'm making it quite big. I don't like clingy things, so this is going to have quite a bit of positive ease in it. So that's what I am working on at the minute. Because I just want some nice stockinette stitch. I think I say a lot. But yeah, I wanted something just nice, plain, just to get me back into it. A little bit of colour work on this one though has been really nice. And it's amazing now to say that I've not knit for a long time, three years, something like this. I'm still pretty alright with doing most techniques. Make one right, make one left, it's still all there. Colour works, not too shabby. Yeah, enjoying it. So I've really enjoyed looking through my stash as well. Oh, I found another bag. green bag. Oh, I did buy some yarn. So where I'm from in Oldham is where Woolly Knits are based. Woolly Knits is it's a factory, and they had a little shop there. They've closed the shop now, but they still do online, and they brought out this yarn to cone range, which is 60% linen, 40% cotton, and I was really intrigued to try this. And I think they had an offer on 2 skeins for 30, I think it was. I might be wrong, but I really like these 2 colours. Can't you tell what my colour wheel is? Either single or together. I thought these would be really nice. And I don't have any cotton. I have 1 sweat quantity of linen, which is Midwinter Yarns Lithuanian linen in sludge green. But I thought these 2 might be nice together. They'd make a nice little, I don't know whether you'll be able to see or not, but nice mild yarn, or just on their own. So we'll see. What else have I got in here? Oh yes. So I do have some goodies. So I'd started planning for this, and this is why I stopped printing stuff, because this is the state of what the printer did. I wanted to knit this for years and years and years. The Susu jumper. I've never found the right yarn for it, and I was contemplating doing this. So this is quite deep stash. This is an Edinburgh purchase, and this was Rauwerk. I think that's how you say it. Rauwerk Special Edition, 100% variant merino wool. And I said I don't like superwash merino, but this is really nice and soft but woolly. So I caked up one because I was gonna start doing this, and I'd prepped it and I'd wrote notes on repeats, and I think I must have cast on because I marked it off, but obviously frogged it. I don't know why. But that's something that I wanted to do. And then this is deep stash. I think this is one of the very first yarn days I ever went to with my mum. And this is a John Arbon Harvest Hues, this one. The label's over there. But they were selling these in 150 gram hanks as they always used to do, I don't know whether they do anymore, a festival special. So these were 2 150 gram hanks that were on a special offer, and they're just, all those colours in there are just beautiful, and it's really soft. I can't remember what it's made of, but I'll let you know. And I wanted to do, I downloaded it and put it on here, the Moonset Tea I was gonna do. Really like that one. And the Moonset Tea is, let me just get it, it's by Zeta, I think. Yeah, so that was the Moonset Tea, and I thought that yarn would be really lovely in it. I don't have any knitted t-shirts. I have one, can't remember what it's called, I'll show you at some point. It's mustard yellow. I also want to do the Nordiska. I bought that before I stopped knitting. That was by Caitlin Hunter. That might have been what the Biches and buches and the grey was for. I also have the linen top by Hohe, staple linen top. These are all ones that I'd bought just before I stopped, and this I've just bought now. This one is the Ranunculus. Oh, my pen's gone squirrely. Everyone's knitting the Ranunculus, so I feel a little bit left out. So I'm gonna, and I thought this might be really nice in a Ranunculus, but then I thought the Biches and buches might be nice in a Ranunculus as well. So yeah, I'm a little bit spoilt for choice. And then the other one that the Biches and buches might have been for was the Mizurina by Caitlin Hunter. And everybody's been knitting this one as well. So there's a few things that I obviously had plans for that I just didn't get around to doing. And there's loads of, I've got a list here of stuff, and I don't even know, Ginny cardigan, I don't even remember what that is. Nina pullover, that was by Hannah Fettig. I need to look all these up to see what I'd planned and see if I still want to do it. But there's loads more patterns come out since then, so yeah, I'm spoilt for choice. Really, I'm spoilt for choice, but yes, it's going well. It is going well. So I'm enjoying knitting again, and I found some beautiful stuff in my stash. I found this one I got out as well, obviously. See, how many skeins of green yarn can one girl have? And this is, again, it's a green yellow. It's just beautiful. This one is Hawkshaw sheep, and I couldn't find this one in Ravelry, so I don't know. I've never seen them before, and these were at, they must have been at Yarndale. Most of my stash was from Yarndale. That's the one that I went to every year. And this says it's charcoal. Now I don't know whether that's the, that must be the shearing, because this was from the 2018 clip of Hawkshaw sheep. And this is Shetland and Wensleydale, and there's 630 meters on this 100 gram skein lace weight. So I wanted to pair it with some kind of mohair, black, grey, the green, lovely. And they put a little sheepy, can you see him? Little sheepy stitch marker on him as well. So yeah, and this is grown in Scotland, scoured and spun in the UK. But yeah, I've never seen them before. So yeah, and this is beautiful. The drape on this, because of the Wensleydale, I think will be just amazing. So that's in my plan as well. I don't know if them two would go together. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, I've been enjoying unpacking all my stash. I've got a new cupboard for all my stash. I have a lot of stash. I have some stash there. That's my socks that rocks on there. I got that from New York. I can't remember the shop. Pearl Soho. Might have been Pearl Soho. I got 2 skeins of socks that rock from there. Yeah. So I have a lot of plans. I have a lot of things that I want to knit. I am going to get organised and write information down. I did write a little bit of information down in here for you. I'm making the size extra large of the Cumulus T. But then I changed my mind to a large, because I realised that as I decided to measure my gauge, because I thought maybe my swatch, because I've not knitted in so long, might be a little bit tighter. So I rechecked, and it was different to my swatch. So I was at first getting 28 stitches. No, it should be 28 stitches, and I was getting, I think, something like 26. And then when I've measured again, I'm getting 29. So I've just gone down one size, and the stitch counts are exactly the same up to this point for the large and the extra large. But I just don't want it too big. And that extra stitch or 2 over the 10 centimetres all the way around could make a big difference. So I can always block it a little bit bigger if I need to. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this, and I don't have any fancy stitch markers on this. I really like just plain rubber ones. And I'm knitting this on my Chow Goose. I have a pack of interchangeable Chow Goose. These are the 3mm. these are the ones that I just knit with all the time. I have them in the normal, small and large, or medium large, whatever. And I have loads of different cables that I've bought over the years, and seconds of the ones that I use a lot of. And I'm still finding needles in various projects, so yeah, still need some sorting out to do. But yeah, it's fun and I'm enjoying myself. And now, like I said, I've just submitted my final assignment of my masters, so I've got some time and I'm really enjoying it. And it is Unravel next week, and I am friends with Jo from the Shiny Bees podcast. We're both Northern girls, and I've asked her if she fancied to go in, but might be a little bit short notice, but we'll see. We shall see. But when Mum comes down, she's moving down in a couple of weeks, I'll be able to take my mum to some yarn festivals again, which will be fun. So I think that's it for today. So I hope this first one was okay, and I will look forward to seeing you again. And if you are up for it, I will share some what I'm reading as well. I'm an avid reader, like a lot of true crime, psychological thrillers. So yeah, let me know what you think and say hi. I don't even know whether I introduced myself. I'm Linda, if I didn't. So yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed this short half hour. And I will hopefully record another one in a week or so. Happy knitting!